Hello, everybody, and welcome back to gaming. What up, VOD viewers? Since we last streamed, we had Mudkip with a sub, which is super duper cool and super duper awesome. A half episode indeed. Guys, there's painting going on outside the window. So there's a little bit of self-consciousness happening, you know? Because, like, I don't know how Kara does it. Kara can have somebody doing house maintenance work in the same room, and she will just stream normal, no problem. There's somebody outside my window, and I'm just like, oh boy. I don't know. This is awkward, dude. Like, I don't know what am I gonna do, bro? They're gonna hear me. They're gonna be like, what's this guy doing? Talking and emoting to himself. Is there somebody else in there? Are they having a conversation? No, it's just him. I only hear one voice. So, like, I don't know, man. What do we do about this? What do we do? Oh, he's close. They're done at 3:30, so it's like maybe we can just be quiet for 9 minutes, right? And then we'll be good to go. You know? But also, the other thing you got to think about is, like, someone's outside your window and you're not really thinking about it. So what if I just, like, start picking my nose, and then it's like, oh shoot, they can see me. I forgot. Right? One of them has already seen me naked. So I guess it couldn't get worse than that, to be fair. I literally told you guys about this like a few days. I literally told you guys about this a few days ago. Did you guys not make the connection? Maybe you guys didn't make the connection. Oh my god, I told the story. It wasn't even like when two people were here at the start. It was during an episode, and I literally explained everything. I guess maybe people did, because I didn't like straight up say it outright. I just, I kind of, I don't know. I stated it pretty obviously, but I didn't literally say it in plain English. And yeah, dude, I 100%. Okay, so to recap and say the exact same thing that I said a few days ago, I did it during the recording, so it wasn't even like at the very start. I waited until I was actually recording to say the story, and then I guess people just, I don't know, man. People just didn't understand or something like that. I said, okay, so I was exercising, and they were doing paint work on the garage, which is a separate structure. And I finished exercising. They're doing work on the garage. And I'm like, okay, cool. They're over there. I'm going to take a shower. This is like a very far away place. Well, they finished up the work on the garage as I was in the shower. And they started doing prep work on that part of the house as I was in the shower. And that was the story. And so I very rapidly grabbed the towel off the glass, and you just keep your windows open after you. What do you mean after I shower? It's just it's a sliding door. I don't drop the blinds because people are not normally there. It's not like it's a sliding glass door that looks out at the street. It is a sliding glass door that is completely, it leads out to an area that is completely enclosed within the property. The only way to look into that room is to be on the property. There is no public place where you could possibly ever look into that window. Okay? That's why I just don't think to close it, especially because they're like 200 feet away over at another structure, right? So, I caramba. Lingo Gango Discord has proclaimed that the V5 update of the pack would need a new world entirely because it removes a major mod, Foolish, which added 15 new biomes. So they removed a bunch of biomes in the new update? Huh. Well, I guess we're probably not going to be updating to that version. I guess that's, Zine will not be surprised to hear this. Thirst Quencher, thank you for the 11 months. Very much appreciated. The Mellowcraft with 23 months, trying to catch more strems. Anyway, I have a chat with it. No, nothing has been said. There is maybe a world in which there was reflection on the glass and they didn't really see anything, although that's kind of hard to believe because the lights were on, as one usually has when they are showering. And so, like, lights being on inside makes it very visible from the outside, but there's maybe a world where there was some amount of reflection, and who knows? But, yeah, anyway. It is what it is, you know? No, honestly, I think it's just better that nothing is talked about. The guy who did, the guy who walked there to start prep work, here's the thing. Here's the thing that makes me think that maybe he just didn't see anything, because after, it wasn't like a quick, like, oh shoot, and then run away and retreat. He like kept working there even after I went up to the window and dropped the blinds. He was like just still working there. So it makes me think that maybe he didn't see, because like if the situation was reversed, I would immediately be like, oh shoot, and then I would have like bolted out, and I would have waited like 20 minutes, and then I would have been like, okay, surely it's clear now, and I'll go back. So that's the only hope, that maybe it was okay. Yeah. I imagine he's been in that situation many times and just ignores it. Just like, it's actually more rare for me to paint a house and not see the owner naked than it is to have the reverse. From the pack dev, the cause of this issue is the Foolish mod. Removing this mod will corrupt your world, but you will benefit from faster chunk generation, no more random chunk cutoff, fixed Ars Nouveau world gen, like no more of those magical trees appearing every 5 blocks, fixed mob spawning such as squids. Oh, the squids are a problem, aren't they? Squids are a problem. Got it. Mr. GigaChad, what do we do about this scenario? Do we world edit our home base into a new world? You keep the player data, and you think it's fine to stick to 4.4 or 4.7? Okay. Okay, well, we can do 4.7 for a bit and then see what happens. New world with no ring. Are you a ring hater? Because I feel like most people are not ring haters. Okay, let's jump on the surveyor. You spent beyond 5 hours carving out a frozen ocean for a squid. That doesn't sound great now, does it? All righty then. So, guys, what should we do on a little half episodage here, huh? What should we do? What would be a good idea? Maybe we could farm up some more levels and rank up some of our relics and stuff using the... Oh, yeah, I gotta change some of my keybinds, bro. That's definitely something I've got to do. I've gotta change up my keybind arenos real quick. Okay, options, controls, keybinds, iron spells. Okay, I need to do open spell wheel is this. Cast selected spell, I'll do that. And although middle button does kind of frick it up. Maybe, oh god, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll do like, what can I do for casting a selected spell? I could do this one. Open spell wheel there. And then I could do that stuff. And then quick cast for slot 1 is button 4. Because the problem is that if I do... Wait, you can do 2 buttons. Oh, can I do like shift 1? Wait. Which is also used for sneak, hotbar slot 1, show details. Oh yeah, if I'm shifting and then I select an inventory slot, then I'm going to cast a spell. That's actually a stupid idea. That's a stupid idea. Let me see. Just remove middle mouse from sorted. No. It's pick block that we do middle mouse. I could remove middle mouse from pick block. I always forget to use it anyway, so... but no, I can just do that. And that's fine. Go get an MMO mouse. Do you know who you're talking to right now? Go get an MMO mouse. That's a crazy thing to say. That's a crazy thing to say. Unbelievable. I was born in the MMO mouse. Molded by it. You merely adopted it. Okay. So, that's good. I'm gonna do it that way, and then there we go. We can do a little bit of that, and then for casting, I guess... Hold on, let me options, controls, keybind, spells. So, cast selected spell is that. LS would be better, but... Dude, foot pedals would actually go so hard. Foot pedals is such a good freaking idea. Not even just for mute and deafen. Like, I'm used to my keybinds for mute and deafen, so I should just get a foot pad and use that for good, like, keybinds that are used on the fly. That would be so sick. Although then I wouldn't be able to sit on my foot while I'm, like, shift around and sit on my legs every now and again while I'm streaming. Great posture, everybody. Great posture here. I'm going to do that again, and then I just need to make sure I'm not, like, messing things up as I do it. But, yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. It'll be super duper great. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm thinking... Maybe we just, like, fully loot the ships down here because, like, they've just been sitting for so long and it's annoying. I could mine out some emeralds, but also we have a decent amount of emeralds, right? 255. Yeah, we got good emeralds there. I could even build a... I could build a create windmill. I could do that. we got some sails there. And are sheep hard to come by? Are sheep fricked up like squids, or is it specifically a squid problem? Do I still have the foot massager? I do still have the foot massager. I haven't used it in a while. Man, I should do. Kind of been missing that, huh? Only squid, okay. Let me see. If you knew wool, oh yeah, just mine the sail for the. That's a good plan, bro. Yeah. Who needs sheep when you can just do that? That's so true. I wonder if I should just make a big old donger windmill, as you usually do. I could do that. I could build a donger windmill, and I could also. What else could I do today? What else could I do? You said don't make it ugly. Do you know what my windmills look like? Do you know these things? I make donger windmills. That's my brand. That is my brand. Do we get the speed? Oh, should we get the rotation speed controller? That's a good idea. All right, we can loot the ships. We could do a donger windmill, get a bunch of wool. We got some things that we can do today. And, alrighty, we had Ryan KDG, 39 months. Very swick, very cool, very much appreciated. If you've made my right click, does it harvest and replant all? Very epically indeed. Pretty swick. And a poisonous tater. Okay. There's still painting going on. Much painting is afoot. Much painting. I hear painting noises outside, which means they can hear me, which is very self-consciousing. You know? Painting noises. Indeed. Oh, you're like, what are painting? The roller. It's the roller. It's crazy. Like, the roller is loud. If you're inside, you would not expect it. You're like, what? The roller is loud. But dude, it's like you're just inside of a hollow box, and then the noise on the outside. It's weird. All right, you guys are weird. You've never been inside a house that's being painted, so whatever, man. You don't know. You don't know the noise. You don't know the noise. You just don't understand, bro. You just don't understand. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another half episode of Lingo Gango, where I'm slightly self-conscious that painting is going outside right now, and therefore, like, they can hear me as I'm talking, but it's really close to end of the day, so they should be done really. Sergeant the frickin' Soaked is in there, dude. Oh my god, I wrecked him. Is he adaptable? No. He's dead. Easy, there we go. Goodbye, Sergeant the Soaked. Actually, before I stick around here too much, have we? Oh, hello. Goodbye. I'm gonna mine that. I think that takes care of the spawners on there. How nice. Okay, in the meantime, globes. Oh, if only we had apotheosis, that would give us some arcana. Oh my god, I'm breaking 3. I can pull that. That was double drops right there. Beautiful. Aid for was the best option. The series is truly over. There we go. Okay, 68. Oh, wait, do we need to put a villager in there? Yeah. Okay. Have fun, buddy. Have a good time. All right, guys, one sec. I think I gotta pee-pee. I shall return. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you guys want to look at the wrench? That's my bad. My bad. There you go. You get a little wrench action there. Okay. Surely Zine will not be annoyed by the noises that stem from the iron farm while it's going, right? I don't think he'll mind. I don't think he'll mind. Okay, so we're good there. Oh, yeah, drown bell. I did deny the drown bell from going in. I just don't see me using it currently. Didn't I find, like, an aether bow or something like that? I thought it was a bow of the aether. Where did it go? I definitely took it from the chest. Was it called something else? Does anybody know? Oh! There's Mr. Golem. Yeah, I don't think Zine will be bothered by this noise at all. I don't. For future Jardonk, right? No big deal. No big deal. It's all good. It's okay. All right, so no idea. Where the frick did the you guys? I pulled the bow out, right? I didn't leave the bow in that chest. It was Aether's call, wasn't it? Aether's call. It's right here in the thing. Aether's call, but it's not in the system. Actually leave it in the chest? There's no way I left it. I would not leave it in the... I'm going to go back down really quick. I'm going to go back down. I'm going to check. And there's just no way, right? It's not in the backpack. It's not in the ender chest. How would I have left it? There is no way. Hey, what the frick? How dare you? Out of my way! Wait, did you not? He didn't take my 70 damage hit. At least this is really close by, and I can get there and I'm not gonna die or something stupid, right? I could in this mod pack, or if it's just been others, but... Damn, bro. Damn. I feel like this wasn't the one. These backpacks are all empty. You just got it and you still have it. Then what the frick happened? Anybody want to VOD watch that and figure out the frick happened? I accidentally put it back in here? Nope. That's so weird. That's so weird. I have more than one backpack, but I've literally only been using this one. Yeah, I put it in my backpack in the VOD, right? And then... And then it just disappeared. No, I didn't find it on the ship. I found it down there. Okay, well, that is a mystery if I've ever seen one. I mean, eventually maybe I'll watch the VOD. I'll watch through the VOD after we're done here, and then I'll triangulate what the frick happened, but that's strange. Very, very strange that... Is there an ancient sage bow, or an Aether's Call bow in here? Actually, I should check. So there's a universal attractor in that. And if I do that, is there a universal attractor? There is. I'm so confused. Unless there are two, but... What in the world, man? Press O, Y, and JEI, true. Y is not working there. Take the magnet out, remove the... Yeah, true. So, attractor, got it, there's one. Take the magnet out. Nobody knows, so it's reading that. It is reading that chest. It is reading that chest. What? It just disappeared. It simply disappeared. You have had one occasion where something just vanished from your storage? How nice to hear. Guys, it did not get put into the backpacks that are inside of the remote ender chest. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Do we have a void upgrade? Yes, a void upgrade for our stacks on stacks of aether bows that void when they hit capacity. Okay, we're hitting the point where the recommendations and suggestions for where to look are going to get ludicrous. And they're going to be, did you run a full cavity search on yourself IRL in order to see it? Except being very serious about it. So, it's gone, guys. It's gone. Nobody knows. Okay. I'm fully saying it's gone and it bugged. So that's unfortunate. We'll have to find another one in the future. And good to know that things can just disappear out of the storage system. Because I guess I did loot it. I right-clicked.